Hi everyone, I thought I would do a really quick video before I have a patient on her way in any minute because I was thinking about this. I'm never going to be able to retire. Are any of you in this boat? And I don't mean that in a terrible way. I mean, I own my own practice, hence I'm going to see patients on a Saturday here in just a minute, but I also have a full-time job during the week. And I don't want to mention where because I don't want my YouTube channel to affect my job. And then, I have hobbies on the side. I have children, a family, all that. I guess what I mean by that, and my dryer's going if it's making a lot of noise. But this is the casual channel, right? This is where I can just communicate with you quickly. But I think also this is kind of a good place for us to share experiences and advice. And a lot of retirement videos have been coming over my feed. And I thought, I'm never going to be able to retire. And why do I say that? Well, I'm never going to stop seeing my patients that have been with me since 2009, and they're dedicated. I'm not going to leave them in the dust. So I plan on practicing medicine as long as I am mentally and physically capable of. Put a pin in that. But my other job is very physical. I am seeing patients, and it is very physical. I'm up and down. I'm all around. It's very physical. And that's an expiration date. So I think for my 60th birthday, which is in a few years, I'm just going to retire from that job, I think. Unless something dramatically different happens or if the economy totally implodes. But even then, I was watching some videos. See what you think about this. If you're over 60 and you keep working, the toll it takes on your health, if you want to have a vibrant, strong, healthy retirement, it's not worth it. And there's actuarial data on this. And so I was thinking, not everyone's in that position to quit working at 60. Some people have insurance needs and whatnot. Or maybe they can push to 62 so they can get Social Security and then get some type of private insurance. And there are affordable ones out there. There's those Christian-based sharing plans, and now there's sharing plans that aren't Christian-based. And then some people need to work to 65 for whatever reason. But if you're in a position where, like in my case, my birthday present to myself at 60 is to be retiring from that big 40-plus hour a week salaried position where it's very physically and mentally taxing, and it really does take a toll on my body because in the summer I take time off from that, and that's when I lose weight, and then I go back to my regular job throughout the rest of the year and I gain it all back. It's that stressful, and you can only do that for so long. So if you have the luxury, like I'm going to try to do, is my 60th birthday present, I'm going to retire from that job and then just do my practice that I own. And, other works. I have a company my friend and I are going to start here pretty soon. Not really going to talk about it yet because we haven't ironed out all the details yet. But yeah, I have other things in the works. So what do you guys think of that? It's always a good idea to have a side hustle. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but to kind of keep it going because Social Security is not going to be enough for what's already happening in this economy. I know in our house, we all help each other financially in our family. And my husband and I both work full-time plus. I'll say full-time plus because we both do things on the side in addition to our full-time positions. And I feel like as Gen Xers, and most of my watchers are boomers and Gen Xers, we're kind of used to working since we were 14 or 15. We always had that after-school job. We worked through college. I just don't ever remember a time not working. And in fact, I couldn't wait to be able to start working because you finally had your own money, right? And I get it. It's harder now. I know because I have kids. I see how it is for them. And it's not the same. It's not the same. It's just not the same, right? But anyway, getting back to the topic of what are you going to do? Are you retired right now and glad you retired? Did you wait till 60? Did you do 55? Are you planning on working forever? So that's the thing. I'm not going to totally retire. I'm going to run my medical practice, see my patients. I have hundreds of patients. I'm going to do that till I can't do it anymore. But for the other job, that's my reliable paycheck, my health insurance. I'm gonna try to let that go when I turn 60. But you know what? Who knows? With this AI and all the changes it's going to bring, you know, you hear about the changes in the economy. Well, I've already seen it in my practice. Patients will tell me like, oh, just in passing, we'll talk about like, oh yeah, I was just on this antibiotic for my bladder infection. I'm like, what? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call me? Oh, it was just easier. I just did a telemedicine visit online. And I guarantee you it was AI enhanced. I guarantee you. Even if it was a live person on there, it was AI enhanced. And there's a lot what that means behind that. Do I use AI? Absolutely. When I need to look up deep research and topics about a new medication or something, I don't have time to find all the journals at once. I'll tell AI, scrape all the latest research on medication X. So yes, I use AI too. But the fact that my patient who still comes to see me for more like intense things that telemedicine can't handle, they still come to me. But I'm floored that they didn't think to call me first. Nope, they just went to the convenient online practitioner, you know, and they're not always doctors. They could be nurse practitioners, which are great. Physicians, you know, who knows? I don't know who they are, enhanced with AI. And I've seen them as cheap as $30 to $40 a visit. So I don't blame them. Why wouldn't you do that? But, you know, a lot of times they'd call me and I'm not going to charge them to help them. They're my regular patient. If it's, well, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. But what I'm trying to say is AI is coming for everyone's job. It is. Because I'm even noticing it coming after my business. And I never thought it would affect my business because I see patients in person and I'm hands-on and we have a relationship and it's face-to-face and I trust them, they trust me, etc. Like, but I do see a place where AI is taking over radiology for sure. Lots of general medicine because again, yeah, seeing it. Maybe not dentists yet. And have you seen they are projecting these robots to be able to come and work in our homes as early as this year? I'm going to look at like the used car industry. Don't buy the first generation, right? I'm still kind of leery having some kind of humanoid in my house, so I'll probably pass on that for a while. But just like used cars, wait till the used ones are available, right? Because then the kinks will have been worked out. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that, but it's coming. It's coming. And so that's why it's good to think about retirement and a side hustle because I don't think Social Security is going to do it for our generation, Generation X. And I know the boomer generation, my mother's a boomer. She's alive. Luckily, she is on Social Security, but she also, luckily, her house gained value, so she made money on her house when she sold it. And she has great investments. She just had a lot of good advice throughout her working years, and so she's doing okay, right? I know this video is all over the place, but just kind of wanted to hear your thoughts as I'm getting ready to see a patient because I'm like, yeah, I kind of can't wait till I can just do this. Okay, well, love to hear your ideas. Okay, bye.